Hey friends, welcome back to the country. We've had a busy week this week on the farm. Last week I promised I'd show you our other float bed, so I wanted to give you a quick update on that. We've also got baby chicks, a new kitten, some broken tractors, and all the recipes. Come on, I'll show you. Okay, so literally the last thing I needed on earth was a kitten, but Faith, my oldest daughter, found this little girl on the side of the road, so she's just going to stay with us for now, and we'll see what happens. But her name is Clementine, and she has made herself right at home here. This has become quite the trio. Xena, our Boston Terrier, has a new best friend, and Tommy just laughs hysterically at all of the chaos. We're back at Pa's float bed here, which is very similar to ours. The only thing, this is, like I said, this is the model, if you will, the version of this that we've used for many years. And really the main difference, let me see guys, sorry. The main difference is it just uses this greenhouse fabric over it. Obviously mine is clear plastic and it gets hotter. But this one is kind of more even as far as weather control, kind of, I guess, if you will. Let's look and see what he's got in here. Roll it up. I think these are some mixed wildflowers that we did right here. And we've got more peppers, all different varieties. They're still kind of small. I'll probably go on and plant them in the garden. I'm going to add some more fertilizer to this float bed as well, and I think that'll help them grow just a little bit more what we've got left. You can also see we've got a bunch of cabbage back here. It's late in the year in Kentucky to be planting cabbage that small. It might do okay. It's really more of a cold crop. We'll give these plants away, maybe if anybody wants them. They might do okay. They just aren't going to thrive in the heat of the Kentucky summer, honestly. We're going to go on the other side and see what we've got left over there. Hey, buddy. Okay. It looks like we've got some big boy tomatoes here. We have a whole row that we still need to plant. Then we've got some basil right next to it and cilantro. It looks like all of those did really well. We've just planted a ton between all of our float beds, and we've got extras. So if anybody wants any and you're in Kentucky in June, let me know. Looks like parsley here. You can zoom in there. Parsley's still a little bit small. This says it is eggplant, which I did not know we had. I'm excited about that. Let's see what else is here. This looks like cilantro from what I can tell. And then I think this is more cabbage, I would think, or is this broccoli? Those kind of look the same to me. Actually, I think this might be broccoli. So again, we're a little late for that, but we'll probably still plant it and just give it a go. But usually those are colder crops as well. And then also, we had a little experiment back here. I found some tobacco seeds, and my brother and my grandpa planted them just for old time's sake. They're still little. I don't know. We'll see how they do. Now we're gonna go check and see what Thomas is up to. There's always something that needs to be fixed on the farm, it seems like. This week we've been dealing with some of Paul's older tractors that wouldn't start. We have this International that we use to mow with, bush hog, and then we've also got his little old Farmall that we use to help keep the weeds out of the big garden. And both of those are down. So Tom replaced the battery on the International, but it still wasn't working.
Good contact here.
So he just cleaned the terminals to get some better contact, and sure enough, it fired right up. And he was able to get the backfields mowed. While we're here, I wanted to show you some of our blackberries. This is Paul's little blackberry patch. And you can see we've got some blooms and green berries starting. We have really slacked this year on getting these pruned, but my goal is to get that done within the next couple weeks. It really should have been done in March. We've just been super busy with the garden and doing a lot of repairs on the house and just had a lot going on. This is our small no-till garden in the background, and hopefully I'll show you next week. This is my bigger blackberry patch. We haven't been able to prune it yet because we've been working on getting the orchard cleared. Earlier this spring, we finally had our friend come and tear down our orchard, which was really a sad experience for me. But the trees were very old and dead and dying. Despite my best efforts, I wasn't able to save them. So we decided the best use of the space is just to add more blackberries for our U-pick operation. because those really are fail-proof. So we said goodbye to our old orchard and had a big bonfire with our friends. It was bittersweet, but now we're on to the next chapter. And now that I've got all this cleared, my plan is to propagate the blackberry plants that I have so I won't have to buy any when I expand this patch. And now onto our baby chickens. So we hatched, I had 6 hatch out of 9 that we had in our incubator from eggs from our hens and roosters. Thomas is really selling a lot of eggs at work, and I am, of course, always baking, so it seems like we never have enough eggs. So hopefully we're going to slowly expand our little flock little by little as I just incubate our own chicks because I hate to spend money. Right now, these guys are in my laundry room / guest bathroom in a little tote. And I try to clean that out at least every other day, if not daily. In the next couple weeks, I'll transfer them out to the barn. I really just like having them close in the house so I can keep my eyes on them, like I said, the first couple weeks of life, just to make sure none of them are sick or need any quick interventions. But this batch of chickens seems to be super healthy. And of course, I've got my little helper with me who woke up from his nap. While we were in cleaning mode, Thomas came to and just washed out and scrubbed all of our dog and cat waterers, which we're having to do pretty often now that it's getting warm. And then back into their tote they'll go. I never buy any shaving or bedding when they're little in the tote like this. I usually just keep old magazines and newspapers to use because I just feel like that's easier and, of course, free. They can get their water pretty messy, so I try to keep that cleaned out and refilled a couple times a day. They'll still need this heat lamp for another couple weeks until their feathers fully grow out. I'm hoping it's warm enough that when I transfer them outside, they won't need it. And you'll know if I'm not outside, I'm in the kitchen. So I wanted to give you a quick glimpse of some of my favorites from this week. I almost always post these as shorts with the recipes, so you're welcome to go check those out. And of course, baby boy is always at my feet in the kitchen trying to help. Next week, if the weather cooperates, I'll give you a more complete garden tour, maybe stake some tomatoes, and show you how everything else is progressing. Until then, I'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys have a good week.